Hello, hello, everybody. Eric Flight here. Nick Bresla, welcome to the broadcast. Feel free to put your sound up there. JJ, we got to get you a sound still, by the way. So get on my Discord, or at least tell me tonight, maybe in chat. I can look back on it. And, cool. Really? Well, Cirrus pilots can sometimes be a little annoying from what I've experienced around Plymouth. They think they're very fast. It's fast for a GA aircraft, but you know what? I think Boston Logan, if anyone gets on the controller, is not going to like us tonight because we're a 172 and we're going to land in Boston. We're doing this flight because someone commented on one of my videos on YouTube and pretty much said, "Can you fly from Lebanon, New Hampshire to Boston?" So I said, "Heck it, we'll do that." And then I also want to go to Montauk and just have some fun here. So that's the goal for tonight. I was going to take it easy tonight, but I was like, I want to stream. I want to get a stream in here. I now have to buy a new smartphone, and I still owe $300 on the old one. It basically just does a boot loop, and it crashes, and then it works for a couple hours, and then it crashes again. Then it does a boot loop, and then it doesn't do anything. And I took it to the repair store today just to see what it would take. I think it's just the battery connection cable on the inside's loose. It could be as simple as that, but to open it up, you got to heat it up, take the screen off, and they said most likely the screen's going to break. So that would be not only like a battery, but a screen, and it was going to cost like $300. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather go buy a used phone at that point. So, but I'm using my Pixel 4, which I was perfectly happy with until this happened. See that nice little line right there? And I'm using it for like a stream deck, if you will. But it was fine. I had the battery changed on under warranty. Google had a warranty on the battery. There's something wrong with it. And so I got a brand new battery. And then literally like a month or two later, a mug dropped. And this is an OtterBox case. A mug dropped like right there. Right on the edge. And just got it right, so I took out these pixels. So, or else I would have just kept this one. I would have been fine. But it's hard to read stuff on that. So I got to figure it out. But, yeah, and you know, buying the memory and the TPM, I already paid for it with flight funds, but I gotta set that up this weekend. So lots of stuff to look forward to, but also some things I wish that I didn't have to worry about, like the smartphone. First world problems. You know what I'm saying? I almost said third world problems. That'd be terrible. All right. Anyways, we're at Lebanon, New Hampshire, and we're gonna take off here. My smartphone thing here is going nuts. Okay, there we go. I'm also playing a lot of American Truck Simulator here and there to take the stress off, but we might actually stream that someday too, to be honest with you. I use the rudder pedals and the Honeycomb Alpha yoke, and I have it set up in such a way that it's good. Have the haptics so you can feel the truck underneath your butt on the butt kicker, so I'm using a lot of the stuff, but I have to plan on how I'm going to do the TPM. I think I'm just going to take the desktop, push it to the back wall underneath the desk. It's going to be hard to hit the power button, but that way I can fit it over here on the right. And then I'll show you guys that once it does eventually get set up. But between getting done with school and final exams next week, and I had to do my evaluation stuff. See, as teachers, we have to prove we do our job by typing out all the stuff saying, I did my job because under this standard, I did all this. And it's a lot. So, but we got that done today. And pretty good. I'm not saying we're coasting out. We're just getting things done. So, all right, enough about that. Let's get the checklist out here. So, at least my tablet works, as you can see. But if you're wondering what phone broke on me, it's either the main board or there's something wrong with the battery connection, which you have to open the whole thing up. But it was a Google 6 Pro, and when I told the guy that, he's like, "Yeah, they're notorious for having main board failures." I'm like, "Well, no one says that." But it is what it is. I might go for a Samsung next. That's what I'm thinking. Seat track back lock. Avionics are off. Autopilot's off. Throttle fourth of an inch. Mixture full lean. Brakes are set. We're not calling clear prop till I'm about to start. I'm about to tip stuff over. We're doing well. All right, master on. Beacon on. Fuel pump on. 1, 2, 3. Full off. Pump off. All right. Mixture, okay, mags to start, clear prop. There we go. See how I have the right setting on this thing. It doesn't feel like, oh yeah, that's right. It wasn't the right setting, but now it is. Now I feel the... These butt kickers are temperamental, and I had to rewire it because the wire broke. But it works, and when they do work, they are pretty cool, especially when I do the marathons because they kind of keep me awake more. With the rumbling, if you will. Alright, oil pressure is in the green right over here. Lights as required. We'll turn on nav and taxi lights at this time. Real world weather, but not real world time. Mixture is required. We'll leave it where it is. Seatbelt, solder harness is good. Flaps are up. Heat, vent, defrost. I'm going to say maybe. Oh, I thought I had the outside air temperature there because I was thinking about the 152, I think. 9 degrees Celsius, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. So no, we will put on the heat and we'll leave it on. It's going to get a little colder up there. This obviously didn't flip on the other switch. It does that once in a while. And avionics going on. My switches weren't working on my RealSim Gear the other day, but I reset the whole desktop before we started streaming tonight. So I'm hoping that clears anything out. That would be a problem. Sorry about my allergies too. Allergies are terrible lately. But yeah, it feels good to have a Friday. I didn't even know today was Friday. I totally forgot. That's how busy it's been. Flying, I might have to wait till towards the end of June for a flight, which is fine. Because again, that smartphone, I'm gonna have to try to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. Not that it's a big thing, so at least I have a phone that I can call on. Be nice if I could see the screen more, but it's alright. We'll be okay. Alright, we're going to travel at 5,500 to Boston, so let's put that in there. Looking pretty good. GPS is still setting up. And again, ATIS here. ATIS here is 118.65. So my COM2 is on the SciTech radio panel. This is an oldie but a goodie, and it just messed up, but that's okay. I gotta look at the programming on that soon. .65. Nope, not saying 6.6. 6.5. 6.5. I don't have a program to go down in 500ths of a frequency, if that makes sense. Alright, we're going to go direct to Boston. At least this is now working with the buttons. So, I'm trying to tell myself to always restart the computer before I start streaming and stuff. Alright, 118.65, switch that over. Monitor COM2. COM, visibility 10. 3009. 18 in use. Wrong one. Okay. 18. So we're just gonna taxi down. Go there. Alright. Seeing that, I don't think. Nope. There's no air traffic control on VATSIM, so we'll turn on the chatter here. And give me a second. Alright, we would be with ground. So back to guard. You know what that means. It means this.
You're on guard with
Excuse me, my allergies again. Alright, and we are about to depart. I haven't done this one in a while. Let me make sure I got the right command here. I should. Yep, I do. So, we're going to do that command when I'm ready. Actually, no, we'll do it now. We'll do it now. Haven't done this in a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison and I'm your chief flight attendant. On behalf of the Eric flight crew, welcome aboard. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position and that your seatbelt is correctly fastened. We will be departing shortly.
Okay, we are on the control tower frequency. No one is on here, so that's what we're going to use for announcements for now. I got a test here. So I'm going to VATSIM intercom for a second. That's in Unicom, November 489 Echo Foxtrot radio. Check, please. I think I'm connected. Just double checking. Yep, we are. No one's really out there. That's alright. We'll check it as we go then. Alright, 125.95. It's control tower. And we're good to go. Alright. ADSB's on. Transponders alt squawk. It is. Radio we already tested. Taxi light is as required. It's already on. Brakes will test on the way out. And we're going to take a turn to the right and go right to 18 over there. Also, did I start FSLTL traffic? No, I didn't. Now I have. Alright, we have frame gen on. I think I left it on from the other night. Let's just double check that though. Because... oh no, I turned it off. I'm not turning it on now. Because I did this the other night and it worked no problem. So if I keep it off, I guess, I start the sim and then I turn it on, we're already in it. It works, I guess, to a certain degree. And then it'll also have its problems. But alright, we're going to get our chart here. Get over to 18. So here we go. Well, take the parking brake off, Eric. Thanks. And this is freeware scenery, I believe, of Lebanon. So we'll take a look outside. It's pretty good. It's got some static aircraft and stuff, and then all that stuff. And anyways, before I have any more stuttering, let's get back in the plane. Yep, see that the frame gen's messing up again. Alright, I'm gonna leave it off for now. And if I want to, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it on in the air. Just not worth it. At least it goes off and on really fast. Oh no! Watch out! You gonna get hit! I'll try to go around. Alright. Watch out. Plane coming through. Nothing to see here. Lebanon traffic. Cessna 9 Echo Foxtrot taxiing to 18 via Bravo 2 Bravo, Lebanon. Who knows? Maybe we'll leave the frame gen off. See what it's like. It was working fine, so do have to do a little run up here. So I'm gonna go over here where these birds are. Does that look like a compass rose to you? I don't know what that is. What is that? It's something. Birds aren't moving, but I'm doing my run up over here, so. Come on, Sim. That's because I have all this add-on scenery. So it still does that. If I have the frame gen on, it works better, but then the frame gen isn't not as good with the update with the skipping here and there. So, all right, let's do the run up here. Brakes are set. Fuel set to both. Trim set for takeoff. I have to test that. It is now. All right, flight controls. The box. Free and correct. Test the oops. Test the lights. Yeah, insulator lights. They look good. Okay. Instruments, turn corners, middle, no flag. Heading course show about south. It is. Vertical speed looks good. Altimeter looks good. Horizon looks good. Airspeed looks good. Mixture of best power. We're going to 1800. Right magneto. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Vacuum and amps. Charging slightly. Vacuum's in the green. Amps, oil pressure, oil temperature's in the green. It's probably going to build up on the temperature. I'm going to idle. Excuse me. And back to 1,000. If there's a problem on takeoff, mechanical ensure otherwise we'll abort, take off, and land directly here on the runway. If we are under, let's say, 1,300 feet, and there's a problem, mechanical ensure otherwise, we'll take a turn to the right, because it seems like we have a little bit more on the right and land. We'll land directly here, no more than 30-degree turns. Best glide speed is 68. If we're above 1,300 feet, and this problem can't go much otherwise. We'll take a turn to the right and land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway. Whatever's available to us. Best glide speed 68. Rotate at 55. Climb at 74. That does that. Alright. And I will have a friction lock. The throttle friction lock will be on the TPM that I bought. So that'll be kind of cool to mess with that a little bit. It's the real controls just within a box, and it's huge though. It's the only issue. Fuel pumps off. Transponder good. Landing light on this time. And strobes. Okay. I'm going to pull up here on 1.8. I'm going to take the tablet off. And here we are on 1.8. Okay. Let's take a look over here. Seem to be clear. And clear over there. So we'll call it. Lebanon traffic. Says in Radical Foxtrot departing runway 18. Departure to the southeast. Lebanon. And here we go. We'll switch to Unicom once we get out of the Delta airspace. That's why it's on standby. And we're looking pretty good. We're also going to use this all the runway, because that's what we do. I never did check my fuel. I was supposed to fill it, but we're fine. We still have like 4 hours at least. We're only going to be flying for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I would have done that in the pre-flight, you know what I'm saying? Alright, we're in the middle. Heels on the floor, full throttle, rotate 55, climb at 74. Here we go. Sorry about the allergies. And rotate. Looking pretty good. Real world weather's been pretty good tonight. And we are not real world time, but the weather is real. It's good takeoff. Good takeoff. Okay. Well, turn to the left here. A little more altitude. Sorry about the allergies. Rock the wing up. Looking clear. Take a turn to the left. And we'll turn right on course. Right there. Pretty good. Alright. Turn. That's what we look like out here. Yep. There's Lebanon back there. It's harder to fly with this view. Goodbye, Lebanon. And we'll be saying hello to Boston. Okay. Autopilot on. We'll do heading for now. Heading. Climb to the 5,500. We're at 2,000 feet right now. Let's make sure we clear these hills. Now those hills are at 2,000 feet, so we should be able to clear them. And the reason why I do autopilot is that I can look outside and not have as many problems. So, if you did want to join us on the flight tonight, East server, you can be my wingman anytime. So feel free.
You are still dangerous.
Could be dangerous.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Nice.
Oh shit. You can be mine.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, we're almost out of the class Delta. That's this green thing right there. And then we'll switch to Unicom. Oh, forgot to do the chat here. Let's pretend that we just got switched off to approach here. So here we go. Start laying out the mixture at 3,000. Right about there. It says we should be in Boston in 44 minutes. It's not that far in flight, I should say. Switch to nav now. Okay, looking pretty good. Just out of that class Delta there. We're turning on the course here. We're going to be turning to the right, just getting reestablished on that line there. And those little hills are coming up at 2,000 feet up ahead, but we're fine. They're right there. And man, it's been some beautiful weather today. It was pretty warm out. We had a field day at the elementary school I teach at. I actually teach at the middle school, high school, and elementary school. I'm one of those oddball teachers because I teach the band in the town. But we had field day there. My 8th graders asked to go out. No, they didn't ask to go outside today. That is true. They always ask to go outside, and I'm like, yeah, we're not going outside. But other than that, we got through the day. So. All right, we're gonna be near where I went camping in real life. We have Lake Sunapee right out there, and Parlin Field, where I flew in and camped. I'll make that video someday. It's like a couple of years now. It'll be 2 years in July. But it's over here somewhere. And that was pretty cool. That's the only time I ever camped with a plane. So, it was a good time. Lake Sunapee. Again, going out from New Hampshire. Lebanon in the distance out there. Looking pretty good, so. Not as windy as other days in this thing. We'll have to mixture a little bit more. We'll have the vernier controls once I get that TPM up. So it's going to be left leg turning it instead of just launching a big pull out of it. 4,500 and doing well. I'm going to go right over Lake Sunapee too. Steven Tyler, lead singer of Aerosmith, actually owns a beach house on Lake Sunapee. This is the area where Aerosmith kind of formed up here, with them as like young, late teens in the 20s. So it's something special for them, and he owns a beach house off of Lake Sunapee. So a little bit of wind, not that bad though. Lake Sunapee right in front of us, right here. And I'm probably going to be flying at the end of June. I have a flight booked for the 9th, but seeing that now I have to look into my options on getting a new smartphone, I might cancel that one, and I'm definitely going to do it once I'm out of school, like at the end of June. So I wanna go to Martha's Vineyard again with the e-bike, and I want to bike the island. I want to make it a short flight, so it's not too expensive, but I want to do something. So I think Martha's Vineyard's the place to go again. I kind of wanted to make that a yearly thing, and the e-bike fits right in the back of the plane. So and I could take some promo video while I'm there too for the marathon thing. But Tony, if you want to go a little later this summer, I have Disney in July with the family, and then I have other flights booked too. So I have a lot of flights booked in advance, just a matter of making things happen. So, but we'll see. I had to charge we had a big field trip. We had a Boston cultural field trip with my band, and like my school couldn't get me checks on time, so I had to like charge everything on my credit cards, and they pay me back, and I've gotten almost all my money back, but like it was like a good $3,000 to $4,000. So I kind of trusted the school on that, or else we weren't going to have a trip. So, but we had the trip already, so it was good. And it was worth it. But yeah, I'm just lucky that I have good credit. You know what I'm saying? The kids deserved it, and like I was like, well, as long as you pay to the music account, and I didn't want it to look sketchy, obviously, so I reimbursed myself for the music account with all the receipts and everything. But we went to the Blue Man Group, and we went to the Museum of Fine Arts, and then the bus. Buses are expensive, man. It costs like $1,500 something bucks just for the bus for the day. And it was like, you gotta be kidding me. But no, they weren't kidding. So, it is what it is. And I got Disney Rewards points, I guess, for that. So, you know, get a little cha-chang on rewards from Disney in July, I guess. But again, yeah, they did. They had a lot of fun, and it was worth it. They didn't have to perform this year. We were going to perform at Six Flags New England at a music festival there, but oops, I didn't arm it. Crap! I gotta. No, go down, go down. I should have armed the altitude, and I didn't. It's okay. We'll be all right. It's not the worst we've ever done. Okay, let's get this back. But yeah, so we just went and did Boston for a day. So, but we'll see. I've been looking at other districts and seeing what they're doing for music, because like it's a weird time for being in a band. Like all the bands I've seen have been lower numbers because of COVID still, so including mine. But there's some that are doing worse than mine, so I guess that's okay. But you know, we'll get back down to 5,500 here. I should have pushed that arm button. That would have helped. But we'll pick up some extra ground speed on our way down. Yeah, it's a good show, dude. It really is, actually. And that's at the Charles Playhouse in Boston. But the tickets are like 40s, and this was because it was a weekend. It was $47.75, and that was for the balcony. If you want like the interactive VIP type deal, you got to go below that. And they're probably like, I want to guesstimate about $60 a ticket down there. But it is a good show. It's about an hour and a half, and it is very entertaining. I've never seen so many marshmallows land in one person's mouth. 'Cause they do this thing with marshmallows, and it's artistic and everything. But you know, it's a day or night out. You know, nothing's cheap anymore. So just in case. And we are on our way to Boston. Just overflew Lake Sunapee, which is right there. Parlin Field should be somewhere out here. I know it's probably out here because I remember this hill. So I'm thinking that's it right there. This is not as smooth because I don't want the frame generation on, but it was messing up at Lebanon, so I turned it off and I said, let's fly without it. I gotta change my t-shirt in this plane here. Gotta get some new designs. We just sold our first pair of socks, the removed before flight socks, found in the Airplay Aviation store. I had a guy from France order the Amelia Earhart poster, and he hasn't gotten it. It's been in customs forever, so of course he marked me down to 3 stars on that one and got reimbursed, but Etsy also gave me my money. It's like crazy, so I might just open a different store. I've been trying the Etsy thing for a while now, and I mean, the good news is I have lots of products to sell. The bad news is that I got about $200 lost in it, which is fine. It's an investment, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that, and then this lady from England ordered one of the Cessna 172 blueprint blankets, but she gave me 4 stars, but the picture she sent was not on my blanket at all, so I don't know what's going on there. So I was like, hey, that's not a blanket, but can you tell me why you gave me 4 stars? I'm not really bummed out as much as other people, because I know that it's good stuff. It's just people are hard on things, and I'm used to critics, I guess. I don't know. So But you need some money to make some money on Etsy. So that's the way it goes. Well, should be on Advancing Unicom. That might help. So 122.8. We're over Bradford, New Hampshire. But yeah, I would like to fly more this summer. We'll see what happens after Disney. And I need to get more flying money. So I gotta stream more. I gotta try to get that YouTube videos up more. And I have to just keep working at the Eric Flight Aviation Designs Etsy store, and then potentially maybe just open that up off of Etsy. That's what I'm thinking. And the good news is that I have income coming in every month to offset that. So the investment is money I already make off of other things. It's just a matter of trying to make it work to make more money, I think. And it's just to do more things, you know. I guess with COVID, everyone was watching videos because I was doing pretty good during the COVID time. Like seriously. But you know, I save and I budget like everyone else, you know. But yeah, I was about double what I make now monthly. On a good month, I can make $800 to $900, and that was a good time. And then if you went flying, like I was going, some months I could fly like 3 or 4 times a month because of that, you know. No problemo by myself. Look at that contrail up there. Look at that thing. So we have Mr. Smexy Knight on the right, and then Bandit King right there. So I don't know what that means, but okie dokie. Jersey Ice. Some of these nicknames are amazing. Alright, we are right near Concord, New Hampshire. Landed there in real life. That'd be off our left, probably past this thing over here. That was a nice airport. I was watching, because when I can't fall asleep, I watch YouTube videos, like documentaries and stuff. And I didn't notice that Christine McAuliffe, the teacher that was involved in the Challenger accident, she's from Concord, New Hampshire. I knew she was New Hampshire, but I didn't know it was Concord, New Hampshire. So it's popped in my head because we're going to do this flight tonight. So, but life is budgeting, and I don't use my teaching salary for anyone but my family. So if I want to fly, I got to make more money. That's the long and the short of it. It's no different from anyone else. And the smartphone I'm trying to hold off, but at the same time, I'm probably going to buy a used one. It's just a matter of what. And then probably at Thanksgiving when all the deals happen on the cell phones. I wanted to hold off till then, but it's not going to happen because I just can't. I want a good phone for Disney. So we'll have to see about that. And I'm sure I can make it happen. It's just how, you know. I'm very lucky to have money stashed away for things like that. But it is what it is. And life goes on. And we have fun. New Hampshire's cool, dude. It's really grown on me. I mean, I went there as a kid. But, like, we went up there the past, like, 2 or 3 summers on road trips. We went to Santa's Village. We went to Storybook Land with the kids and stuff. Shortly after my brother died, we went there, like, a month later. And at that time, I was like, heck it, we're just going to live life. So I took my wife's new-to-us Toyota Highlander up Mount Washington. Like, drove it up there, because I never went up Mount Washington. I don't think my parents ever wanted to. So I was like, I would love to do that just to say I did it. But yeah. It is what it is, and you move on. But man, Mount Washington, scary but fun. My wife was not very impressed, but I liked it a lot. My little daughter was like, it's freezing. I'm like, well, we're 6,000 feet in the air, almost 7,000 feet, you know. Yeah. So I don't know if I would live in New Hampshire. I mean, it doesn't seem that bad. I live in a really, very rural area, as you know, Tony. But we have Taunton right next door and everything. But I don't mind visiting it. And flying up here is cool, too. You know, like Parliament Field there, it doesn't cost you anything to camp there. They just let you just land and camp. So I think I gave them $20 for the hangar fund because I felt bad. But stuff like that, the most expensive part of that thing is renting the plane. Because if you rent the plane overnight from the flight school, it's a 3-hour minimum. So seeing it's like $145 an hour, it's what, $400 or $500 to do like a camping trip for a night. So, but it is cool, and it was a fly-in with a bunch of people from Facebook that were pilots. So that was a good time. Then Nick Resler tried to see me, but I headed back a little earlier than that. But after that, everything went downhill that summer, and then it got better later on, I guess. All right, out there in the distance, you're seeing Manchester. We are going to be above the Class Charlie because we're at 5,500. The ceiling on that, if you look at this chart here, says 4,300 feet, so we're going to be fine. I've never landed at Manchester, but I have landed at Nashua. Nashua was one of my first flights to New Hampshire. I think it was the first flight to New Hampshire for me. So I've never went skiing or snowboarding, believe it or not. I can ice skate. I recently returned to roller skating with my kids, but never went skiing or snowboarding. I don't know why. Just never really found an interest in it. I do like flying by mountains, though, and seeing ski resorts. That's pretty cool. So, and the lineage of my family, we came from Canada and came down through New Hampshire, too. Because some of my old ancient ancestors, I'll call them, because I didn't really know them, lived in Manchester. But everything is working out right tonight, and that's the cool thing. We've only had one really bad crash of desktop, and that was our last stream. That was Nassau, Bahamas. And that scenery is borked. It really is borked. So we had a big bridge, and I don't know. Alright, this break brought to you by Crystalite Iced Tea in a Snapple bottle. Why? Because they don't steal Snapple bottles at school, but you know what they do steal? Nice stainless steel vacuum things. And I know the kids look at me like I'm nuts, but no one steals this. I had 4 of those vacuum sealed stainless steel big $25 things, and they all got stolen. So I was like, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. So now you know the story about these. They don't steal them, and I can reuse them and buy more Snapple later on and keep using them. I'm recycling as well. And they're huge, and they look ridiculous, but you never go thirsty. Give you that. Alright. Manchester, New Hampshire out there. Still debating whether I get rid of these city sceneries or not. They don't look the best out there, but they are. The buildings look better. I'll give it that. Manchester International, one of the bigger Class Charlie airports out here. That's Payware scenery. Can't remember who made it right now. We have a jet up there. That's it says on my ADSB here, Oscar Hotel Lima Tango Tango. So I can find out what that is up there. Because again, we have an add-on that puts the real world flights in there and the VATSIM stuff. If you go to FlightAware, you type in the tail number it has on the ADSB, it tells you what it is. Most of the time. That is a Finnair from New York, New York, and it's going to Finland. And it's lit. Oh, yeah, it just took off out of JFK, so that makes sense. But see, that's what it does. It puts those real world flights into the simulator. And that's FSLTL. It's free. But it does take quite a considerable amount of power to run it, depending on how much traffic you want. So, alright, we're hitting some turbulence up here. Now we're looking better. Alright, if anyone wants to fly with us, Nashua's coming up. Take off from there. We're going to go to Boston. We're going to do a full landing. We're not going to pay the $200-something in landing fees and stuff it would take to land there in real life. And then we're going to taxi back out and do our thing. No one is on VATSIM yet. Or might not be, but that's okay. We'll make it happen. But we went straight line, Lebanon. We're going right down to Boston. Which can get hectic, especially with VATSIM people, because they don't like slow aircraft like this. But you know what? I'm doing it. In my best Eric Cartman voice. Screw you guys! I'm going home. I don't even know if that was good, but I went for it. Oh boy, there's Boston out there in the distance, kind of in the horizon. Should be there in 22 minutes. I will be in the Bravo. Get there. Nick Reslow probably gonna be going and seeing Hanscom off my right up ahead. So we'll see that as well. Your old home base. Manchester, New Hampshire over there. I gigged there in God, 2005 I want to say. And it was a pretty cool place. They had like the old mill buildings and it was some restaurant. I think it was called Jillian's, but it's not the same Jillian's as in Boston. Or maybe it was. I don't know. But it was called Jillian's. I don't think it's there anymore. But it was a pretty nice place. They still allowed smoking in 2005 in New Hampshire there, so it was remarkable for that, because I can remember a time when there was smoking all over bars and clubs, and I used to come home smelling like cigarettes, even my music equipment. What? All right, we're getting to Boston. And Manchester over there. Let me see if I can find who made the Manchester scenery. I should be able to. Oh, spelled thing wrong. That would be Viewpoint Technologies, Manchester scenery. Then be passed over here, so just have to wait for us. A little bit of turbulence here. Oh, shocking. What is maneuvering speed? What does it say up here? 105, yeah. So we're doing all right. Maneuvering speed's good. Tony remembers that. Remember I talked about maneuvering speed? All right. Coming up ahead of us is Lowell and Chelmsford. Right out there. Yep, here's Manchester Airport there. Right, Viewpoint Technologies, I think that's what I said. Ship it up to Boston. Whoa. Yep, I did it. Got some clouds in the distance and we're getting bounced around a little bit here. There's our frames without frame generation. I'm also interested in that. Can't be as high. 20. It's not bad. I mean, you know, without frame gen, with ultra settings on everything. 25, 24, and we're outside Boston. I don't think that's that bad. So, I mean, there's a difference between frame gen on and off, but I guess the 4090 is going to have to wait now until I get a new smartphone, which will probably be used because I don't feel like buying a new one for $1,000. So I'm not going to skip on it either, you know. I like to get a nice one. I can use my Pixel 4 that with a broken screen until I get a new one. Ugh. Nope, getting rocked around a little bit. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the TPM, which I'm probably going to install this weekend. I'll be right there. Give me a second. So this thing's huge, though. But, it's cool. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is a Redbird TH1. And it has, well, it has landing gear, which I won't use that a lot. Guess I'll have to fly more else. It has a nice flap switch on it. Then if you throttle prop mixture, it has the friction lock right here. And then the vernier control, look, you can twist it in and out like the real plane. Same thing with the mixture, look at this. And then it feels like the real controls. They slide out, you push the button in just like real life. And even the throttle. And look at this, the friction lock works like the real life too. You can tighten it up. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. Look how big it is though. I have to mount that under my desk, so I have to move around my desktop to make that happen. But this is what I'm going to be using on the Cessna later on. And it's going to be awesome. Got that on eBay used. So it goes for $600. I got it for $250. I didn't think it was that bad. And I got the brackets for the desk, but I'm not going to be using those. But it's nice to have them, because those are extra. Anywho, we are 16 minutes out. We're getting rocked by some turbulence here. We're going to make this happen. Why don't we get our weather ready for Boston? So, I'll show you where we're getting this. Here's Boston. No! Special VFR here. So, that makes sense. So, 132.225. The yoke, I have the Honeycomb Alpha, and I love it. However, you can't really buy these anymore because the company looks like it's closing down. They had the Bravo, and the Bravo was like the controls. That was too big for me, but yet I just bought that. The yoke, the Honeycomb Alpha, has been very good. I did have to fix the yoke a little bit, like a piece broke off and I super glued, so it's fine. But I do recommend that. You can buy them used or second hand, but the company had some difficulties in the business model. So if you go to the website, they're sold out on everything, but it's typically because they don't know what they're doing right now to survive, you know? That's pretty much what's happening, so. Boston out in the distance. But I do recommend the original Honeycomb Alpha. I don't know about the one that's built for Xbox and PC, which was the newer one they were coming out with. But I'm a fan of the Honeycomb Alpha. They just came out with another yoke. The Turtle Beach isn't bad, especially for Xbox, but it's not bad 'cause it's all in one. So you get a lot of bang out of that for what you bought. But I don't know. Even my desk, I bought the this desk model called the Freddy, F-R-E-D-D-E, and it's from IKEA, which I'm not a fan of because they make you walk through the whole store. But it has an indentation pushed in for the yoke, so I'm able to like keep it on the desk at all times and do that. So, and the keyboard, I've upgraded my system over time. This is a SteelSeries, what is it called? Apex Pro. This is an expensive keyboard. This thing retails for $200, but I try to buy my stuff used. Stu! 222 rating with a party of 19. Thank you, sir. But again, I do try to buy stuff used whenever possible because it saves quite a lot of money, and once in a while I can get some really good deals. I don't know. People do stalk their teachers. Yes, they do, Mayday Mac 1. It is weird. I say it all the time. You wouldn't happen to be a student, I hope. Uh-huh. Dylan, what's up? How's it going? 1496. But yeah, they stalk them all the time. And I can neither confirm nor deny that I actually do this stuff because the school has like papers that they make us sign about propriety, and so I just take it really cautious like. So yeah. And then the kids go like, "Oh, I saw that you do that." I was like, I can neither confirm nor deny, but stop stalking your teachers if that was me. Good. I'm just making sure. Oh, cool. Nice job. Dude, I can't wait to go to Florida. I'm going to Disney in July. So, nice. No, you're not that weird. I don't think you're that weird, and I just met you. It's funny. I play mind games with them sometimes. They think it's all a big game. So, but literally, like I'd say about a decade ago, we had problems with kids like just going online and being total jerks and like not following digital citizenship. So, and like to the point where they are harassing people online. So, that wasn't cool. They don't really do that as much anymore from what I've seen, but it got a little hairy there, You wouldn't think that, but yeah, it did. I hope not. I hope not. Just be a decent human being. That's all you gotta be. Anyways, we're gonna do what typically some see as a no-no. We're gonna land in Boston with this 172. And we're just about in the Boston Bravo. We have the Fly Tampa scenery out there. Boston, the downtown city's coming up over there. And we had lots of turbulence coming out of New Hampshire into Boston. So we'll see what happens. This is Lowell, Massachusetts. Then we got Chelmsford, Massachusetts over here. That's northwest of Boston. And I hope to continue on to Montauk after, one of my favorite airports from flying. It's expensive to go, but it's a nice airport. Not that I got to spend a lot of time there, but the school year's almost done, and then we could relax a little bit, even though I got to take a course this summer. So. All right, these people aren't gonna like me if they're on VATSIM, but we're gonna do this. I'm sorry if I make anyone slow down. That's just the way it's gonna be. I'm gonna make sure I'm properly hydrated for this. I thought I had my tablet still on. Obviously not. We'll do a full stop at Boston too, and we'll taxi to where the lack of a better term, GA ramp would be. It's a GA / more of a corporate ramp. And landing fees last time I checked were 200 something bucks. So that's how much you're looking at if you want to land in Boston. Could be more now. And if you're buying fuel there, forget it. You're paying. They have a video of some guy that landed there in like his, I think it was his private plane. And he paid like $700, I think, to fill the plane. It was crazy. So yeah, I guess during COVID times you could get away with doing something like this and do a touch and go maybe. But I don't know, but it's expensive, dude. They don't really want you there in GA unless you really have to be, so it's just the way it is. It's Boston, All right, we're going to start our descent. We're 20 nautical miles out. Let's go down to 2,900. And we are in the Bravo, almost. But we would be communicating with them. So, altitude off. Altitude off. Uh-oh, it's loading something. Come on! I need some vertical speed down. There we go. Bring this back a little bit. We'll go manual, obviously, when we get there. But, you could, yeah. I don't know. There'd probably still be a landing fee on that. I would think they get your tail number. But I'm going to taxi to the GA ramp because I think it'd be fun to see the scenery there too. So, is that alright with everybody? I mean, we could check up the fees. AOPA has a resource airport. If you check up AOPA airports as an AOPA airport directory, and it usually gives you an idea of what's there. So, let's see. Fees, handling, landing, parking, and other. Click FBO links below for details. Signature. Alright, ready? And then you can put in what aircraft you have. So I have single engine piston. Alright. Handling of the plane per use is 55 bucks just to handle the plane. And it's waived with a fuel purchase of 10 gallons or more. You hit with an $8 infrastructure fee. Landing fee is $33 per use. Lavatory fee if you're going to use the bathroom, which pretty much means you're going to use the facilities there, $60. And parking is 44. So what is that? 104, 137, $145. Handling was 55, unless you bought fuel, which that depends what the fuel price is. Yeah, so you're talking around 200. And if you need a de-icing, it's $24.92 per gallon for de-icing with no minimum. And that's just for a small plane like this. So, at that point, I'm raiding the FBO and I'm taking all the free snacks I can. I want to get my $200 worth. Even if I can't eat said snacks, I'm taking all the snacks I can. Oh boy! And yet you can fly out to Grot and get a courtesy car and be done with it. All right, we need to listen to some weather here though. I'm not hearing Boston's thing here. Oh, 135. Yeah, I'm dumb. That's why. All right, let's see what runway we're dealing with here. Gonna meet the chatter. 312 at 3, so I'm thinking like 33. Probably right because that's the shorter runway. Right. Altimeter set. Yep. We're gonna do 33 right because we're gonna be visual, and not only that, it's the smaller runway, and it's usually where they put the GA aircraft. So we're gonna do a left downwind. I think he'd be all right. I think he would be. It's pretty light. Lots of candy, you know, some muffins. I can't eat any of that stuff, but it's there. We're starting to see Boston up there in the distance. All right. Let's go right down to 1,000 now. Do that. That way we're going to be at pattern altitude by the time we get down there. All right. So we got 3-3, and we know what we're doing. I gotta switch the tower frequency. If this thing could ever stop bouncing so I could push the COM 2 button. COM 0! Alright, fine. We'll just do that. Let's see. Control tower is 128.8, so let's get that going on. Because in VATSIM we're using the tower frequency as like a common traffic advisory when no one's on. And obviously they'd be watching like a hawk already. Alright, so we are basically going to shift over to my right a little bit and do a left downwind for runway 33 right. That's what we're going to do. So. Alright. I'm going to turn that off because no one wants to hear that stuff. You know, can ever do that. Come on now. In real life, it's easier to turn these things. It's loading lots of scenery. We got lots of scenery here. So just go with it. Alright, we gotta call what we're doing here. So here we go. Boston Logan traffic, Cessna 9 Nautical Foxtrot, 9 nautical miles to the northwest. We are going to set up a left downwind entry for runway 33 right, Boston. Should probably monitor Unicom because some people don't follow the CTAF still. So let me do that. Alright. Can we just get the Microsoft Flight Simulator crap off? Alright, good enough. So I'm getting down to 1,000. That's Logan in front of us. Boston downtown over there. That's where I went to college. And I'll take the tablet off, but I am watching it. And again, we'll go a little bit to the right. Yep. Just lots of scenery here. And we'll go on that side of it. So we gotta be careful of aircraft. So I'm gonna take this off right now. There's a lot of aircraft out there, so we're gonna try to get down low. This is not the safest thing to do here, and they would vector you in around this, but we're gonna do our best. 3-3 right. We just gotta get on the other side of things. That is all arriving and departing aircraft. I believe that's 3-3 left, though. We're going to be going on this little one there as soon as everything loads. My frames suck, but we're all good. Make it happen. And I have flown over Logan in real life, which is a religious experience for myself. It was amazing. We're going to stay on the right of, or the left downwind of 3-3, left even, because we want to come in here and get that thing there. So, alright, we'll just put up with the stuttering. That's only because it's a lot of scenery. If I didn't run all the scenery, it'd probably be a lot smoother, but I want scenery. Alright, we get that airport diagram ready, because it is a lot here. But 3-3 right, again, is over here. And then we're going to taxi back over here, which is where the, right here, which is the General Aviation corporate ramp. Could you imagine paying $200 just to land and get all that stuff? Like, seriously, they better have, like, sodas galore and stuff. They probably do. But when you fly to Groton, Connecticut, Mystic Air has a nice setup. They have like free drinks, pilot lounge, and it doesn't cost you anything. I try to buy fuel when I can, though. But they have the courtesy car, and I tried to get as much fuel as I could from them, so that way we'd be good. Boston Logan traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot left downwind. Runway 33 right, full stop, Boston Logan. We're a little high here. We're in the jet path right now, 1,500 feet. We want to be at 1,000. When we cross over here, we gotta be very careful. And again, in real life, they'd vector you around all this stuff. You wouldn't be going into this path here. They probably would have had me go on this side and come in. What we're gonna do. There's the airfield. Look at that. Look at all that aircraft down there. There's our little dinky runway that we're going to land on. Going to make it happen. Alright. We are going to go down to 1,700. Flaps. Angle down. Not too much though. Angle down. Angle down. Trim it down. Alright, we'll make this a little tight. I don't want to make it too tight though, because I want some time to set it up. So we'll go out to about this island and take the left there. Again, not the safest thing to do. In fact, you know, let's take that turn down. Clear on the left. Let's take it. Here we go. Those frames are going kind of harsh, but this scenery is awesome. So. Alright. I'm sure if I didn't run everything on Ultra, it'd work a lot better as well, but I'm a stickler for pushing stuff. Alright. Boston traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, left base extended for runway 33 right, Boston Logan. Okay, down to 15 and in the white. I'm going to turn in now. Sorry about the frames, not much I can do about that. Pretty good. We'll go a little wide here. And we'll try our best with these frames. bit more here on the throttle. Full rich on the mixture. There we go. Looking pretty good. That's why we extended it, because I wanted time to set it up. Boston Logan traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, extended file for runway 33 right, full stop, Boston. Okay, trim up just slightly. Keep it going up a little here. They probably say, like, keep it going with the speed, because if you got jets coming in, but typically this smaller runways for us, GA, so. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad on the frames here, because that is
traffic, triple fortune 5 crossing runway 22 right.
Yeah, we got someone down there. And Boston Logan traffic, Cessna 9 Echo Foxtrot, final runway 33 right, full stop, Boston. Brave soul, the one Cessna of the day, probably. We did a fly-in here once for the Rich USA Flying Club, and there were lots of people that were just getting flustered, so I never really tried that again. Alright, gonna look pretty good. Full flaps. Wind should be off my left, but not that bad. Yeah, you know, a nice easy taxi. See what happens with that. Alright, pulling out throttle here.
Boston traffic, triple fortune 55, lining up from lane 50 left, Boston.
Alright, we got 65. It's a little stuttery here, I won't lie, so we'll do our best. A little stuttery.
Correction on
Alright, throttle out. I hope it's not too bad on the stutters. That one's hard because the stutters didn't really help, but we got here. That's what matters. Alright, aerodynamic braking. Got the throttle back. Alright, and we're going to turn off on the next taxiway, which is not the runway, the taxiway. Flaps up. There you go. Not a long runway. It is 2,557 feet. And you can see that that would be reserved for the GA aircraft. So, all right. The thing is, I don't know if that guy's on the CTAF of 122.8 or if he's on the actual tower frequency like he should be. So hopefully he is where he needs to be. So, all right, we just turned off on November here. And there we go. We are clear. Boston Logan traffic says Echo Foxtrot clear of runway 33 right on November, Boston. Okay, let's get our checklist out. I want to mess this up here. We'd be on ground right now, but we're going to stay on tower frequency. Alright, after landing, flaps up, strobes off. Landing light is going to stay on for now. Pitot heat, didn't need trim set for takeoff. Sorry about the stutters, it's just a lot of scenery here. Alright, let's go to parking. Well, I want to announce our taxi here, so I'm going to go November. You can see that, good. November to Bravo, all the way to General Aviation ramp, so, and we're going to cross 15 right. 33 left, so we got to be careful here. This is going to be hairy. Boston Logan traffic, Cessna Foxtrot taxiing to the General Aviation parking via November, crossing runway 33 left, 15 right to Bravo. To again, General Aviation parking, Boston Logan. We're going to have to stop at this runway, though, and make sure we're good. And that's why they have ground frequencies, everybody. Especially at international airports like this. This is the Fly Tampa K-Boss, by the way. Very good scenery, but very intricate. Very intricate. Okay, I'm going to rock over here. Make sure I see stuff here. See anyone coming down? I don't see anyone coming down. I'm over there. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna call it then. Boston local traffic says Nike Foxtrot crossing runway 33 left, 15 right on November, Boston. Let's get across this thing, because holy crap,
Boston
dude.
traffic, go Yanks.
Right. I'm going to turn to Bravo here. Enjoy the FSLTL traffic, which doesn't help frames either. If I had a better processor, it might work better. I have an i9. It's kind of old, but I like it. Not going to upgrade anytime soon. So, all right. I'm going to go down Bravo to the general aviation route, which is ahead of us. You might notice the Southwest Jet, JetBlue, American hangars over there. Need to turn the strobes off. Yep. I now know what you said, Nick, with the nice easy taxi in. It's not that bad. It's crossing 33 left, though. That's the dangerous part. Because if you're landing on 33 right, it's probably a good chance that they're landing 33 left on the jets. But again, I've flown over Logan in real life, and we've had jets land below us and stuff, and it was really cool. What's this little... Is that an ILS line? What is that? Yeah, it's an ILS line, okay. As evidenced by the word or the letters ILS. There's the signature right over there. So we're going to take a left. Usually there's a couple planes here, so... In real life, they'd be like jets and I guess really rich people who own like Cessnas and can afford $200 landing fees. That's not me. Alright. And if you are, you earned it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody if you could do that. I'd love to do that. Yeah. When I went to Laconia, they actually vectored me over it. And it was cool because like there was jets landing on 22 right and left, and they went right below us. We were like 1,000. Well, we were a couple thousand feet in the air, but it was cool. So. And then when I came back from Parlin Field that time, they had me to the right. Well, I was going south, right of Logan. They gave me some nice views on a Sunday. It was cool. Alright, we're going to pull it in over here. They'd have a marshal or something for us because this gets hairy too. But you can basically park in these boxes and we'll go into signature and pay our $200 fees. Alright, I was going to shut it down right here. Alright, with that, checklist. Securing ELT, verify silent, avionics going off, everything except for beacon. Mixture will be full lean. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. I'll take the drone for a little bit too. Mixture full lean. Very good. Mags off, master off, lights off, parking brake on. And let's go take a look at Logan to the best that we can, because this is a frame meter right here. So here we are, parked at Logan. Just take off the drone follow mode. Sometimes that messes with elevations and it says you crashed. But all right, signature over here. The FBO. Oh, sorry, it's just the frames. This is an awesome scenery, though. There's no way I wouldn't buy this one. I've been buying the Fly Tampa Boston for quite a while, since like FS 2004. Okay. And it's got to take its sweet time with the frames. That is cool, dude. Yeah. The skyline's cool. You've done that, too. Okay, and then I think I'm flying out of here, too, in July for Florida. Last time I was here, unfortunately, was for my brother to go down to Dallas and handle his affairs down there. And that was a week after a little over a week actually, since I went to Parlin Field and flew over it in the 172 then. So, but look at the tension in this thing here. Again, if I didn't have FSLTL, it might take less memory, but I should say it would help with the frames, not the memory. Now that I have 128 gigabytes of RAM, nothing should be really bad on RAM at least. Pretty cool. Again, downtown Boston, hence why it's so sketchy here. Yeah. Are you doing any work as a lineman anymore, or? Because I know you were doing that too. But they have the. All right, yeah. Tony, we'll see you later, bud. No, yeah. Well, it gave you experience though. This I forget what this fort is called. That's an old fort built in like the early 1800s, I think. And my old college is down there near Prudential. So I guess we could fly there a little bit. In the old days of before the update 15, I would have been very nervous about this. And I'd be like, oh crap, here we go, memory problems. But so there you go, downtown Boston. The old part of Boston's over here, by the way. The Paul Revere's house is still here. I don't know if I can point it out here, but it's somewhere. I think it's right here. That's Paul Revere's house. And then Old North Church is where they hung the lanterns to let everyone know the British are coming, either by sea or by land, if you know what I'm talking about. And then over here, this is built up quite a lot in recent years. But the Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics play here at the TD Garden. And then Fly Tampa added the newer skyscrapers here. Like I didn't even know they existed, to be honest with you. But they added some of the newer skyscrapers that are coming up in Boston. Let's see. We got the Boston Public Library over here. Boston Common, which is the oldest, or I think it's the oldest park in the country, is this. And back in colonial days, this was all water around this. This was right on the shore. But they filled in with land in the 1800s. But that's the John Hancock Building, the tallest building in New England. Prudential. And then my old dorm, I lived here for Berklee College of Music. I also lived on 270 Commonwealth Ave, which is one of these things over here. One of the brownstones or apartment buildings there. But the main dorm is there. That's where I went to college. This building wasn't there when I was there. But it was pretty nice. And then if we look to our right, it was very close to Fenway. Look at that. You could walk down the Fenway. And not that I went to Fenway a lot during college, but this is the Fens with the community garden. This is where the Boston Red Sox play. So, but all right, we got a little tour of Boston, and things went well. So, pretty cool. And then the Museum of Science. That's the last place I went around here. This is MIT and Harvard over here. Actually, Harvard. Yeah, Harvard's over here too. The Museum of Science is the last place I've been with the kids and my wife over here. So, wasn't bad. It's you know, kind of like when I was a kid, but and then I've driven over the Zakim Bridge. I think that's how they pronounce it. But that's usually the quickest way to New Hampshire, as long as there's not traffic, and you have to use your GPS to determine that. So, downtown Boston, everybody. All right, let's get back in the plane. Let's get the Montauk, shall we? Drone cam's going back. Getting in the plane. Uh-oh. It's going to load some stuff here. Give it some time. You do have to be patient when you have lots of scenery. So, there we go. All right, we are going to check our fuel here. See what this is all about. Got about 50%. Really? Wow. All right, I'm going to go full. We just got charged like crap loads for fuel. Off the Montauk. Let's do the checklist again. Let's pretend we did the pre-flight. Seat track, back lock, avionics are off. Autopilot is off. Sorry about the starters. We'll be done with those once we get out of Boston. Throttle 1/4 of an inch. Okay, mixture full lean. Brakes are set. We're not calling clear pop till we start. Master on, beacon on. Fuel pump on. 1, 2, 3, and off. Fuel pump off. All right, we are good to go. So mags to start. Clear prop. Clear prop. Oh, we'll get some traffic out there. Did you see that? Want to be about 1,000 to 1,200 to keep the alternator going there. You know, let me make sure this button got pushed this time. Yes, it did. All right. Oil pressure is in the green. Looking good. Lights as required. So nav and taxi for now. Seatbelt harnesses. Flaps are up. Heat vent defrost. I'm leaving it the way it is. Gonna remove this yoke here. Avionics on. Everything should be working better than it was before because everything's already set up. I probably could have done this flight without update 15 though, because it was that bad. It was just constant memory leaks and problems. So ATIS again. I don't have it in there, do I? No, it's 135 though, and I should know that by now. I used to remember that back in the virtual aviation days of the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. Got all the things I didn't know back then, and I thought I was cool with my big jet. I got Foxtrot. And no one's controlling. That's where we went from Lebanon to Boston. Now we're going to Montauk at the tip of Long Island. Alright, probably do 33 right again. I also have to change the banner, so I have to do that too. Just give me a second. Alright, there we go. Quickly change this on the stream. Okay, boss. To Montauk. There we go. About sea level. Right, 33 right. Back to guard. You know what that means.
You're on guard with KHWO.
128.8 is the tower frequency. Okay, we'll test the taxi. Looking pretty good. Alright, you don't see the checklist, but it is here. So, alright, I do want to show you the taxi diagram though. Okay, we are there at the general aviation ramp, and we're going to go back down Bravo, November, across runway 15 right. Actually, I'm going to go at 33 right. So how the hell do I get there? I have to back taxi in a way, don't I? Alright, so maybe we take the Grand Tour. We go Bravo, Foxtrot, cross runway 22 right, because they're not using that one. And then, so we're going to have to cross 33 left no matter what. We'll go down Mike, and we'll back taxi on 33 right to get out of there. I think that's what we should do. Right, let me actually write that down. This is why it's cool to have a tablet with a thing here, with a like, you know, stylus. So go down here. Maybe, yeah, I like to do this instead. So we're gonna go that, and then we'll back taxi. All right. So now you can see what I'm doing. And it reminds me. That's not a bad thing. Alright, back to the checklist. Alright, we're taxiing. We're going to do a quick run-up to, probably on Mike, before we go. Alright, so here we go. Let's announce our taxi, though, because it is Boston Logan. So, Boston Logan traffic. Cessna 9 Echo Foxtrot, general aviation parking. Taxiing to runway 33 right via Bravo. Foxtrot crossing runway 22 right and left onto Mike. Back taxi for 33 right, Boston. That was a lot. Parking brake off. Let's get on this taxi line here. Whoop. It's that frame rate. Doesn't want to help me out. Oh, I want to hit a jet. That'd be even more expensive than $200 for landing. Sorry, it's just the stutters and the frames. Alright, doing good now. Yellow smiling. What is that from? That's YouTube's emojis then. Cool, thanks, man. Just not seeing some looking at restream. I gotta figure out more about YouTube with the emojis and stuff. I'm pretty sure the commands don't work through YouTube, but they do through Twitch. So, but I do like doing YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And sorry about the frames. We'll deal with them as we go. Basanta New, is it New Pain? New Pani? Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. My frames are killing me here. Alright, let's keep it going. Look out for any traffic. Man, imagine the days of no GPS, like guided maps. Just saying. Only a paper one to look at and decide what you're doing. I guess lots of people get lost at Logan too. I'm sorry about the frames here. That's why I'm bouncing to the left and right. Heavy scenery. Hey Nick, what do these little circle things mean on the runway? Remind me on that. If you know, like, you know. Just the ILS hold short line. If the frames just cooperated with me, I'd be a lot better off. The thing's on the 1.5 right here. I just zoomed in on it. I know it's delayed on the broadcast, so those things. I mean, there's a taxiway there on my left. Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So, okay. Huh. Interesting. Probably because it's international. There's lots of runways. That makes sense. Again, sorry about the frames. It is Boston, and I got tons of added-on scenery. And this flight tempo model is not the most frame-friendly, but man, it is a heck of a scenery. And when we're in the air and on the way to Montauk, it's going to clear up. So I'm anticipating the taxi here because I got so low frames that. Pay attention here. It's gonna be a long taxi. Oop. Kind of missing frame gen right now. If I get a 4090, it should work better, I hope. Continuing straight. I'll tell you what. I know this is lagging and stuff, but at least it doesn't crash the desktop like Dallas. Dallas is the worst, man. They have like tons of add-on airports around Dallas-Fort Worth, which makes it even worse. But Dallas-Fort Worth is by far the worst international airport in the whole simulator. Prove me wrong on that. Prove me wrong. It's the worst one. It like has like the taxiways like have like ruts in them. They have elevation problems. So maybe I should turn off FSLTL for a little bit. Let's try doing that. Maybe that'll clean up a little bit. Alright, just exited. Yeah, see that? Alright, so like I said, a lot of memory. I had a lot of FSLTL aircraft there. But look at it now. Now you won't see all the pretty aircraft at the gates or anything. But alright, turning left on the Foxtrot. We're going to make sure this is clear. It should be clear. Okay. Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Very good. Boston Logan traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot crossing a runway. 22 right at Foxtrot, Boston Logan. Did I just go wrong? I did. Oh crap. I'm not on Foxtrot, but you know what? We'll fix it. We'll fix it really fast. I have a number to call right now. Let's put it that way. Foxtrot's over here. I guess that's not terrible, but I would have ground in real life, so I would think I would have a lot of help. We're good now. We're back on Foxtrot. Wasn't that bad. Well, alright, we're going to turn a left onto Mike now. You can see that the taxi sign's on the ground there. You should type in exclamation point deviation and find out. That could have been a little deviation. I wasn't on Foxtrot. Alright, we're going to do a cross over here. This is the dangerous one though, because this is the active runway for jets.
Possible pilot deviation.
Thank you.
Advise you contact Las Vegas approach at. I'll give you the number when you're ready to copy.
Not ready to copy. I'm flying.
There you go. Alright, we're clear. So, Boston Logan traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot crossing runway 15 right at Mike, Boston Logan. Yep. A man who breaks the rules in Las Vegas. You know what they say? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'm just saying. All I'm saying. Yeah, I can't believe it's 12:30 at midnight. After midnight, I should say. We're going to do mod talk. That's about 40 something minutes. And then we're going to call it a night. Excuse me. But I'm starting to like the sim again. Because although it's still a little choppy here and there. It's gotten a lot better with that update. They fixed a lot of memory leaks. So. But we did have that one in Nassau, Bahamas. I wasn't happy with that. But again, I run tons of add-ons, so I know if I ever contact them, they're like, well, you should run a vanilla. And they're probably right, because then you'll have no problems. So, cool. I just do a quick run up here while I'm here. It's probably not the smartest place to go, because you're in an international airport, but there's no one here, so we're going to do it. Alright, brakes are set. Fuel set to both. Good. Trim set for takeoff. It is. Flight controls. Free and correct. Annunciator lights. I had it on dim. Look at that. Looks good. Instruments. Turn equators in the middle. No flag. Heading coordinate should be about 1.6. Good. Vertical speed looks good. Altimeter looks good. Horizon looks good. Airspeed looks good. Mixture best power. Primer's in and log. There is no primer. Hello. 1800. It's not carbureted, Eric. Right magneto. Ooh, it's running a little rough there. Both. Left. Back to both. Oil vacuum and amps. Good. Amps charged slightly. Vacuums down. Oil pressure. Oil temperature is good. Idling. Good. Back to 1,000. If there's a problem, take a full mechanical emergency or otherwise, we will abort, take off, and land directly ahead on the runway. So that's as long as there's enough available runway ahead of us. If we're under, let's say, 800 feet, this problem mechanical emergency otherwise, we'll land directly ahead of the 130-degree turn. The best glide speed in this is 68. And if we're above 800 feet, this problem mechanical emergency otherwise, take a turn to the left into the wind, land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best glide speed 68. I gotta call the back taxi. We're gonna rotate at 55, climb at 74. Everyone got that? Alright, let's do a departure here then.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison and I'm your chief flight attendant. On behalf of the Eric flight crew, welcome aboard. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position
Boston
and that your
traffic.
seatbelt is correctly fastened.
Foxtrot,
We will
back
be
taxi
departing
for
shortly.
departure on runway 33 right, Boston Logan. All the way down. We're going to use all the available runway. Every single inch of it. because this is a short runway, 2,500 feet. Almost 26. That's it. You got a back taxi because there's only Yankee there on the right there, and then after that, just the runway. So. At the Alpha 1 flight school, they have old pictures of Boston Logan in like the 30s and stuff. It's pretty cool. And this is landfill on most of it. It used to be like a little island, I believe. And then they landfilled it in to make the whole airport. So. Alright, we're going to be on our way to Montauk. Looking pretty good. Strobes on, landing light on. Slow down a little bit, turn this puppy around. We'll start FSLTL in the air again to get some traffic. And turn it around. Probably could use a couple more inches, but we're alright. Alright, we're in the middle almost. Heels on the floor, full throttle. Here we go. Rotate at 55. And rotate. Little right rudder. Now in real life I might have done a short field takeoff just to get up above these towers that now I see. Just to be totally safe. Alright, and I believe it's all left pattern here. Yep, everything's left pattern, so we're gonna get some altitude first. You'll be contacted with ATC, so they be telling you everything. Take a quick look to my left here. See downtown Boston. Pretty cool, huh? Very cool. And you notice the frames got better when I unloaded FSLTL. Alright, we're about 1,000 feet, so let's take a look. Clear on the left, we're going to fly right over the city, too. Pretty cool. I'm going to go to about 80 on a climb because it gives me enhanced visibility over the nose. Cooling of the engine is more efficient. She's going faster, so.
Traffic serving 931 taxi to Marine CC left, Eagle Charlie, crossing Marine, 4 left, 4 right, Marine.
I'll give him a little shout out here.
Boston.
Boston Logan traffic says Echo Foxtrot just departed runway 33 right, and we are about to fly over the city, departing to the southwest. Boston Logan. Okay, take a look. Good. And we're gonna go to the south there. We're gonna fly right over the city. Why? Because we can. If it was real world or even controllers, they'd tell us where to go right now. They would have had a plan right before we even took off, so. And they would have told us the plan, so. Alright, let's get this set up here. Well, I know that we're good over the skyscrapers. Okay, there we go. Vertical speed looks good. We're going to do heading here just to get us started out. Again, this might not be the most realistic because that's why this is a Bravo, but heading. Oh, and we're at 1,000 feet. I don't think so. Oh my god, I forgot to do that. Okay, we're gonna go like 6,500 because we're gonna go over the ocean. Vertical speed looks good still. In fact, we'll probably go a little bit lower. Probably about 700 for now. About 600, 700. There you go. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that airspeed. Goodbye, Boston Logan. Thanks for having us. $200 something to land there. Jesus. I mean, if I was rich, I'd do it just to say I did it, but I'm not rich. Yep. Yep. It's those frames. Alright, you might see the screen flash. I'm going to load FSLTL again, so. I guess that's the way to do it, because just lots of traffic. I'm going to have to reload it, because sometimes it doesn't start up right away, like it's not doing it right now. So, try this again. Enjoy the views. But FSLTL can kill frames as well. Man, it just doesn't want to do anything. Let's try it again. And if not, we're going to give up on it. Get some chatter going on here. Maybe approach. They might switch us off to approach earlier. Let's try it one more time. There we go. Alright, good. So now it's going to inject traffic again. Alright. And now that I'm south, we'll do this. I'll push nav. Heading should be about 222-ish. Notice that this is working. I don't think that was working before. That was part of the update.
2123, the Airbus has the insight to maintain 3000 to left heading 310
It's loading some stuff, probably aircraft. Here we go. Again, we're going to climb to 6,500. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please don't crash the desktop. Please don't crash the desktop. If not, we're going to start out in Norwood. If this crashes the desktop, we'll start out in Norwood. Come on. Right, let me shut off FSLTL and see if that does anything. Oh, please don't crash the desktop. Hey, Sweaty Pete, what's up? We might be having to crash the desktop. Wait. No. Yeah. Alright. So listen, we're going to have to go to standby. I'm not giving up on this. We're going to go to part out of Norwood. And I'll put you on the standby screen. Sorry about that. It just gets too much power for the thing. But we'll be right back as soon as the simulator loads. Enjoying watching the Eric Flight Twitch channel? Want to help Eric Flight design bigger and better content? Well then, become a subscriber today. That's right, for the price of a fancy cafe, mocha, affogato, americano, you can subscribe to the Eric Flight Twitch channel and help provide for bigger and better things for the channel. For the low, low price of a subscription, you can rest assured knowing that you will be supporting a worthy cause towards your entertainment. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe today. sky enthusiast. I'm Eric, the man behind Eric Flight Aviation Designs. Let me take you on a journey through our aviation-inspired world. It all began with my deep love for the skies. As a private pilot and flight simulator enthusiast, I have always been captivated by the beauty of flight. I wanted to share that passion with the world, and thus Eric Flight Aviation Designs was born. We're not just a store, we're a community of dreamers, pilots, and aviation enthusiasts. From our comfy tees to our cozy hoodies, each piece is meticulously crafted by myself to embody the spirit of flight. But we didn't stop there. Our home decor items like pillows and bathroom accents bring the elegance and thrill of aviation into every corner of your home. And our collection doesn't end with apparel and home decor. We have aviation posters and art that capture the essence of the skies, along with protective phone cases and stylish bags designed to reflect the beauty of flight. So, whether you're a seasoned pilot or a sky enthusiast, I invite you to embrace the skies with us. Every purchase not only brings you a piece of aviation magic, but also helps fund my real-world flying adventures and simulator flights. For that, I am very appreciative. So please, come on, join us at Eric Flight Aviation Designs, where the spirit of aviation takes flight. I will see you in the skies.
enjoying watching the Eric Flight Twitch channel? Want to help Eric Flight design bigger and better content? Well then, become a subscriber today. That's right, for the price of a fancy cafe, mocha, affogato, americano, you can subscribe to the Eric Flight Twitch channel and help provide for bigger and better things for the channel. For the low price of a subscription, you can rest assured knowing that you will be supporting a worthy cause towards your entertainment. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe today. Fellow sky enthusiasts, I'm Eric, the man behind Eric Flight Aviation Designs. Let me take you on a journey to our aviation-inspired world. It all began with my deep love for the skies. As a private pilot and flight simulator enthusiast, I have always been captivated by the beauty of flight. I wanted to share that passion with the world, and thus Eric Flight Aviation Designs was born. We're not just a store, we're a community of dreamers, pilots, and aviation enthusiasts. From our comfy tees to our cozy hoodies, each piece is meticulously crafted by myself to embody the spirit of flight. But we didn't stop there. Our home decor items like pillows and bathroom accents bring the elegance and thrill of aviation into every corner of your home. And our collection doesn't end with apparel and home decor. We have aviation posters and art that capture the essence of the skies, along with protective phone cases and stylish bags designed to reflect the beauty of flight. So, whether you're a seasoned pilot or a sky enthusiast, I invite you to embrace the skies with us. Every purchase not only brings you a piece of aviation magic, but also helps fund my real-world flying adventures and simulator flights. For that, I am very appreciative. So please, come on, join us at Eric Flight Aviation Designs, where the spirit of aviation takes flight. I will see you in the skies.